Hello everyone and welcome back to Chronos Plays Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. Today we're pointing out a contradiction. Now, the contradiction... Stab from the back. Right, I thought that was the case. Let's see, where was that? I guess here? You said she stabbed her in the stomach. You don't say it there. But hey, we'll try it. Oh, and then it fell 10 feet. Right. We gotta remember that. Gotta remember that. Something about you just isn't right today, Iris. Huh? Until now, I didn't think you were the type to be such a filthy goddamn liar. However, the testimony you just gave contains quite a few contradictions. What do you mean? What's so wrong about my testimony? According to you, my face stabbed the victim while she had her back to the stone lantern, correct? Yeah, that's right. But in that case, the victim would have been stabbed in the stomach, correct? Yes, I think so. But according to the autopsy report, the cause of death was due to blood loss from a stab wound in her back. This proves that the victim was stabbed from behind, not from the front. Sister Iris, stop being a filthy liar. It appears another seed of doubt has sprouted from your testimony. Yeah! What is the meaning of this, Mr. Wright? It's simple. People are like books. We've all got a front and a back. You get my drift? I mean, you're right. I mean, you're right. When you're right, you're right. We all have a front and a back. But I don't see how that has anything to do with this case. Is that all you have to say? I can also say that darkness loves to play with the human mind. Can you please knock it off with the cheesy proverbs and illogical metaphors already? The point is, too much of this testimony just doesn't make sense. Throwing away useful staff, the people fighting being mother and daughter, and now she falsely claims the victim was stabbed in the stomach. There are certainly some inconsistencies. Well, Iris, how about it? Well, it's just that... If you ask me, you're just being too naive about the whole thing. What do you mean? What does that mean? We're lawyers! We're in a court case for facts! There are 253 distinct types of bitterness in coffee. Oh my god. To pick out how each one requires total concentration and the use of all senses, I'm gonna be using your sense of pain in a minute when I start stabbing you. Were you really concentrating on what the witness is actually saying? Prosecutor Godot, explain yourself. The witness was quite unambiguous about her own ambiguities when she said, Ambiguities. The garden was dark and she couldn't see clearly. Then thus we should not take her testimony into full account. A human needs one thing to see clearly, and that is light. Light. So, okay, her testimony is not completely 100% facts, thus we cannot take it at face value. Okay, so we wasted our, time. By the way, did you know Hazakuro has a rule that on nights when the acolyte is in the training temple, the stone lantern in the garden must be kept lit? I didn't wonder about that stone lantern, or that stone lantern was there for. Well, if that's true, shouldn't the witness have been able to see the crime more clearly? Normally, yes, Your Honor. But according to the nun Sister Bikini, on the night of the crime, it was impossible to light the stone lantern. Possible? It hadn't been used in a long time and the wick was no good. In other words, it had been nearly pitch dark in the garden that night. Gumshoe clearly said something was lit at the crime scene, right? There could have been a faint light coming from the training hall, but that's all. Most enlightening. Yes, that illuminating fact has chased all the contradictions away. No, it hasn't! No, it has not! It made her testimony invalid. You did my job for me. If the staff was dropped, it would be difficult to see. It also explains why they didn't recognize each other. We can't see the demons that lurk in the night. Okay, that's why humans are weak. So we don't know if it was actually Maya there then. Hell, we don't even know if it was actually Elise there then. It could have been any other two people. I mean, Elise is dead, sure, but hey, it could have been someone else getting stabbed that night. It was too dark to tell. What are you talking about? I know the judge is going to accept this as evidence, and hell, even Phoenix is probably going to agree with him at this point. But it's not right. It is not admissible in court. You've made this witness's testimony non-admissible in court. Like, the only thing you could actually say is that she saw two shadows fighting, and one of them fell over. If it was too dark to see anything else, then there you go. No? Yeah, no. You say that calmly. No. Order, order. Here, Your Honor. Let me present the stone lantern into evidence. Maybe it'll rekindle the flame of truth in your mind. Dots? Why is the judge just sitting there with that look on his face? What's wrong, Your Honor? Was the flame too hot? This lantern. There's something written on it. Why? It's written in blood. Oh boy. So the judge didn't know about that yet. Written in blood? Oh right, he doesn't see red. It says Maya. Actually, no, it says a row. A ruru? That's what it says. What the? Oh yeah, that's right. After being cornered and then stabbed by Mystic Maya, Mystic Elise didn't fall down right away. Even though I just said she fell down right away and knocked the thing out. She must have been writing that on the wall of the stone lantern behind her. Oh right, you said she stared at her. With the blood that was draining out of her body. Was there any blood found on the victim's fingertips? Certainly looks that way. Hang on just a minute. What are y'all talking about? What do you mean, what are we talking about? We're talking about the message written in blood. Huh, nonsense. This lantern, it's as clean as a whistle. Could it be? He can't see the bloody writing at all? Yeah, he can't see red. We found that out earlier. Now that I think about it, he did say something to me yesterday. My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles in my head, I still can't see everything. Because in the other case, he couldn't see it. Couldn't see red. So that means... So that's what he meant by that, I guess. In any case, this is obviously an important clue. So now we have that crime scene. Now we know that the crime scene was dark. And that the victim scrawled this message on the stone. No, we don't know what the victim scrawled! Did we check her fingers for blood? Well, Mr. Godot, anything further? Mr. Godot? Okay then, let's move on. Godot's literally shaking, and somehow I don't think it's from caffeine overdose, which is legitimately surprising. I believe it has been established that Miss Donham was killed by Maya Fey. That's just wrong. Now it's time to turn our attention to you. Yes, sir. After the victim died, you did something, didn't you? Let's hear it. We're all ears. After Mystic Elise died, I called out to Mr. Maya. I thought it was my duty to protect the future master of the Korean tradition, so I removed the body from the inner temple myself. I dragged it behind me all the way across the dusty bridge. Okay, objection! Objection! Where is it? Tracks! I can't present it right now, I know. Then I use a snowmobile to carry it back to... Okay. Never mind! Objection withdrawn! Then I use a snowmobile to carry it back to Hazakura Temple and... Wait, no! Objection again! Wait, no. It was still No. It wasn't still snowing at the time, right? No, it stopped snowing when she drove back. Yes. But at that time, it was still snowing. Was it not still snowing when she died? When did she die? 10 to 11. What weather was it? I can speak, I swear. Okay, so it stopped snowing. Shit. 10 minutes before 11. Okay, never mind. I used the Cheeto to alter the way the wound looked. So you moved the body? Yeah. I was raised at Hazakura Temple. I owe a great deal of thanks to the Fae clan. But even so, I never imagined that at least Dunham was actually Misty Fae. I committed a terrible sin. Terrible trick of fate. I believe you're looking for a twist of fate, Your Honor. You know, Hardy Boy's finisher. I attempted to return to the inner temple after taking care of the body, but you were spotted by the head nun, correct? Yeah, and that's why I couldn't go back. Your story makes sense, I suppose. No, it doesn't. Mr. Wright, go ahead with your cross-examination. Okay. Yes, Your Honor. Double press on everything. So you waited until everything was over before making a move. No, it's not like that. She saw someone murdered in front of her eyes. It's not surprising that she was a little timid. Yes, I suppose that's true. Sometimes when I'm watching lawyers argue back and forth with each other, I feel so helpless that I just sit quietly and wait for them to reach a conclusion. Isn't it your job to manage as the judge to mediate the argument? It wasn't until Mr. Maya saw me that it finally dawned on me what she had done. So then you knew. You knew the significance of the name Maya Fey. Yeah, of course I did. That's odd. I mean, Sister Bikini didn't recognize Maya's name, let alone her position. Anyway, she was a very special person indeed. Okay, so that is odd. I don't think we have... Yeah, I don't think we have actually anything that to present that I'm not knowing. Why did you do that? Because I didn't want Mr. Ma to be suspected in any way. I thought the best thing would be to remove the body from the crime scene. You moved her body all by yourself? Yeah, I did. It would have been impossible if it wasn't for the snow. The snow, huh? It's pretty amazing you could make it all the way across that rickety old bridge. It looks worse than it is. It's surprisingly sturdy despite his age. As someone who's fallen from that bridge that was on fire, sure, but hey, I fell from it. Bullshit. It's like they say, idiots are too stupid to catch even a simple cold. But there's one thing that bothers me. Why not just throw the body into the Eagle River? It would have been much easier than dragging it all the way to Hazakura Temple. I thought that it would still cast too much suspicion on Maya. That's why I tried to take the body as far as possible. What are you talking about? That makes no sense. Ha! It makes perfect sense to me. Yeah, but you don't make any sense at all, Godot. For the time being. Anyway, what did you do after you crossed that bridge? A snowmobile? I knew that would show up sooner or later. Yeah, I had the key. I used the snowmobile to travel from the Hazakura Temple to Dusky Bridge. This is the part that was in question the other day. Should I ask for more details? Yeah. You really didn't move her body by snowmobile. And there should be tracks left in the snow, correct? Well, yes, naturally you would expect tracks. This picture was presented at yesterday's trial. Are these the tracks from that ride? Yeah, I think they are. But I can only see one set of tracks here. I don't see what's so strange about that. Snow was still falling when I left Hazakura Temple. I see. Snow was still falling. And then when the murder took place, it had already stopped. That's why there was such fresh-looking tracks. How about it, Mr. Wright, do you think? Yes. When the murder took place, the snow had already stopped. Yeah, no, that's not right? That doesn't make sense if you stack it up against the other evidence. Yes. Your Honor! I like the statement Iris just made be added to the testimony of a liar. But does it have something to do with the case? All will be made clear when I present evidence. Ha! This should be fun. Let's get this snow business cleared up, shall we? I thought you were gonna say, let's just get the snow on the road. Yes, sir. This is the new one, right? Yeah. There's been a lot of contradiction in your testimony, Sora. This time, are you sure it's all true? Yeah, I am. When the murder happened, the snow had already stopped. According to you, that's why the snowmobile tracks are so clear. That's right. I'm certain of it. I think I trapped her this time. I see how you think. Snow, huh? What is going on here? If the snow really had stopped by the time of the murder, it means there's a bigger hole in her story than that movie, The Grid, Revelations. Is that a real movie? 1 second, good dog. I gotta look something up. The Grid Revolutions? Can someone want to explain the joke to me? Okay, no, it's not. There is a movie called The Grid. I'm not gonna click on that. But the first thing that popped up was, can someone explain the joke to me? Well then, Mr. Trad, perhaps you'd like to share your theory with us. Let's see what what's up your sleeve, or rather, at the end of your index finger. The hearts? I don't want to believe it, but I don't think my logic was failing me. Iris is trying to pin the murder on Maya. The bitch. But why would she want to do that? There's only one reason I can think of. Was it Bikini this whole time? And like the twin sister stuff was just like... not true? Oh, did we press on this one? Is that what you were doing when Sister Bikini saw you? Yeah, that's right. She probably thought the worst. Well, yeah. Probably. More like definitely. I see. So Sister Bikini mistakenly thought you were the one that murdered Miss Dono. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. No? My fault that this case has gotten so confusing. I mean, you're not wrong at this point. Alright, so... It was still snowing out. Yeah. Probably? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. No? No? Okay. No? I don't know. I thought for sure that was it. I thought for sure that was it. That's not it. I don't know. If it was still snowing out, is the bridge being struck by lightning what we want? Like, should I present it here? I guess. Holy shit, okay. You claim the snow had already stopped when the murder occurred. But I'm sorry, Iris. That just isn't possible. Even though I presented this evidence when you said the snow had stopped, it wasn't right there, but it's right here. What? This is the weather data from the night of the murder. According to this, the snow didn't stop until 10:50 p.m. But you couldn't have crossed the bridge at that time.
Why do you say that?
Because 5 minutes before the snow stopped, Dusky Bridge was struck by lightning and had caught on fire.
What did you say? The bridge, it was on fire?
Did you not hear how I fell? You don't mean to say you didn't know about it? It was because of the lightning strike that the bridge burned down.
What? It can't be. But it can't.
How do you think I fell into the river? It looks like you still haven't figured it out. No matter how hard you try to deceive or conceal the truth, you can't pull the wool over the eyes of a real defense attorney.
Oh!
Order! Order! The bridge was already on fire when the incident took place. That's right, the inner temple was already totally cut off from the outside world. But there's no way you could have crossed that bridge, body or no body. Witness, even my patience has its limits. Any further lying and I will find you in contempt of court. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
The only person here that is truly contemptible is you. Old man.
Me? How dare you?
Whether this witness lied or not does not mean squat right now.
What?
The important thing now is to find out the truth. Isn't that right?
Judge, you need to grow some backbone, man. Like, actually stand up for yourself for prosecutors and just, like, throw him out of the court.
Whether it is snowing or not snowing, whether the bridge was burning or not, there are two facts that can't be disputed. First, the body of Elise Dunn was discovered in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. Second, the head nun, this is the bikini, witness Iris desecrating Elise Dunn's body.
He makes a good point, on both accounts. Not really. I mean, he made 2 points, and they might be good, if not for all the other lies.
That's right. I'm not lying.
What are you claiming this time?
I wasn't myself at all that night, so my memory is still somewhat hazy.
So all your testimony is now thrown out. You have stood at this witness stand and testified this entire time. Are you telling us now that your memory of that night is hazy?
It's only human error. And if you're so perfect, Trat, maybe you can explain this to the court.
What is it?
When the murder happened, the bridge was already burnt down. But somehow the body traveled across the bridge and was found in the temple courtyard. Perhaps you have some kind of perfect explanation for this little magic trick?
Well, no, not exactly. No, there must be some way to get across the burnt bridge. Unless I can somehow demonstrate it. Oh my god, do you have a catapult? Did you fling Elise's body, well, Misty's body, across the burning bridge? And Larry, in his mushroom-induced hallucinations, thought it was Iris flying? Looks like the defense is not prepared to offer a suitable explanation.
See what I mean? In other words, you're in no position to say that this lady's testimony isn't the truth.
No, yes I am. Yes I am. Because we have proven that she is a filthy liar. Like 90% of the witnesses that we have had in this game. And thus, she cannot be trusted on the stand. Don't act, Phoenix. We have proven that her testimony is invalid on all accounts. Witness, let's hear your testimony once more. Why?
About what, Your Honor?
You admitted that you moved the victim's body. Nevertheless, your prior testimony contains a rather large inconsistency. All of it, really. And please add an explanation for that to your testimony.
Yes, Your Honor.
Will this be her final testimony? Probably not. Moving the body.
I've been walking over the bridge. There's no way to move the body. So I must have just gotten confused, I guess. Was snow still falling? I had it stopped. Does it really matter at that point?
Oh my god. Is that how she fell 10 feet? Did you literally fling her fucking body with a catapult across the bridge? And she fell 10 feet? That's more than 10 feet. But still.
Was the snow still falling? I had it stopped. Does it really matter that much?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Or are you saying that there is a way to cross the burning bridge?
Okay, that last part isn't testimony. This is just misunderstanding, I see.
This is the photo of Dusty Bridge after it burnt down from the lightning strike. It was taken the morning after the incident.
It certainly was burnt to a crisp, and one of the suspension wires was even snapped. It means the whole bridge didn't fall. Clearly it would be impossible to carry a corpse across a bridge in this condition. Unless I do something to discredit this testimony, it's going to be deemed as the truth. Which would be stupid, and Maya will be accused of a murder, even though she's been locked in a cave for a long time.
Try it. I'm only gonna say this one more time. It's only human to err, and only humans can spot the errors of our ways.
The more sense he makes, the less sense he makes. Yes, I too have suffered a stroke during this trial, right? Alright, right. Please begin your final crossing him. Oh, okay, so it's the final crossing him. Yeah, fine. Okay. Sure, that's fine. We haven't really proved anything on either side of the court, but yeah, final cross-examination, I guess. Yeah, but if the snow had already stopped when the incident took place,
I couldn't have crossed the bridge, naturally. But I think it's just like Mr. Godot said, the body just did make it across somehow.
Well, you seemed quite sure of yourself when you gave your testimony. You said you were sure the snow had already stopped.
I'm terribly sorry, I was wrong. As you can clearly tell that I'm a goddamn liar.
Does she really think an apology is going to get her off the hook? This is no joke. You're giving sworn testimony to the court of law.
Well, Mr. Wright, let me ask you a question. You remember what the weather was like 1 week ago?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
You see, it's not that easy to remember, is it?
This was 2 days ago! But if it had been some kind of a special day, I would have remembered. For example, it was pouring rain the day of my elementary school graduation. Objection. Not that important.
No one wants to hear about your childhood traumas, Trat.
What? Yes, they do. I made a whole game out of it.
But the time the murder took place, the snow had already stopped. If you insist on the assessment of the one statement, let's see the proof.
There's no snow on the body.
So some evidence that the body was never crossed the bridge.
Okay. So I gotta show the sketch and make a mockery of this court even more than it already is. I don't see why there couldn't be a way to cross.
Mr. Wright, don't you think that sounds a bit silly?
Not as silly the rest of the shit in this court right now.
A dead body crossing the burning bridge. Did anyone actually witness such a thing? Huh. There was. I don't think you'd call someone like that a witness.
More like an artist.
After all, a dream isn't the same as actually seeing something.
I've come all this way, so I owe it to everyone to figure it out. But how do you transport a body across a burning bridge? You fling it with a catapult! Even if I don't know the exact answer yet, it's okay. I'll start by examining all my evidence and see where it takes me. I gotta be like a shark. What? If I don't keep moving, I'm gonna go. No, that's not true. That's not true. I think there's only like one shark that actually dies from not moving. Actually, is there even only one shark? 1 second. Going back to Google. Shark dies when not moving, not without moving, when it stops swimming. Okay. Instead, these sharks will. Oh yeah, whoa. Do sharks really die? What type of shark? You want? Okay, fine. I'll click on the link. It's why usually if sharks are swimming, they die, but is that actually true? Let's find out. If we look at the nurse shark and the tiger shark, the belief has already been proven false. Yes, those guys have been seen sleeping on the bottom. These and a few other sharks can stop swimming whenever they want. They breathe by way of the buccal pumping, actively inhaling water by using cheek muscles. Oh, they got cheeks. Cute little fluffy cheeks. But some shark species don't have the luxury of those. Great white sharks, the whale shark, and mako shark. Really, the whale shark? Okay. Instead, these sharks rely on... Yeah, they have to They have to be swimming. Okay, so those are 3 sharks. Other sharks will be 3 sharks as a reshard. 3 using combination of both. When swimming slowly, they can use the tubes for pumping. And if they choose to stop moving for a few minutes, they won't risk their life. Okay. Okay. Sharks are okay to bony fish. Well, they are fish, but still. They're cute fish with sharp teeth. What were we doing? All right, Phoenix Wright. Yes. May I present to you the catapulted dead body? A dead body flying over a burning bridge. I wouldn't exactly rule out the possibility. What?
You're saying it's possible? Don't make me laugh. The only thing that's possible about your claim is that it's been pulled out of thin air.
No, it hasn't. I don't know about that. In any case, we have a witness who did see it happen. Who is it? Who is this witness? I can't chicken out here. I gotta keep on the attack and go, go, go. Miss Elise Donham's brilliant and highly gifted apprentice. Larice Donham. Brilliant. Highly gifted apprentice? Remember what he said in his testimony. That night he was at the Mountain Shack, Heavenly Halls, also known as a strip club. And that's when he witnessed the event. I think you all seen the sketch before. It's the exact drawing of the witness, what he witnessed that night. Are you serious? Today is not April Fool's Day, is it? Mr. Wright, are you seriously claiming the victim flew through the air? Like she just don't care? And using this pathetic scribble to support— That's not that pathetic, man. To support your argument? Uh-oh. Judge looks like he's about to blow a gasket.
Ha! Well, Trot, there's nowhere for you to hide now. Other than looking like it was drawn by a 6-year-old.
Not really.
Does the sketch prove anything?
Yes, I'm pretty sure it does. And I'm gonna prove it.
Listen, I know your tricks. You're trying to turn this whole thing upside down. If you're so eager to turn this case upside down, why not start with this sketch?
Upside down? Why did Godot say that? Is the sketch upside down?
Oh! One second. It is upside down.
Oh, because Lowry was laying on his fucking back! Okay. But how does that happen? You tie a rope to her? And, like, hold her across? Was there a helicopter? No, he would have saw that. Okay. So, she was pulled across. Not flung with a... You know, really? Should have thrown with the catapult. That would have been hilarious. All right, then. Let's hear your defense's theory. That'll be, like, next time, though. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all then. Have a great day.